Do one? I'll do another one for you. I'm going to show you one I know is your favourite. These are your cards, aren't they?
Yes.
They're getting a bit hot and sweaty, but we'll try this anyway. I'm going to ask you to reach in, take out any card you want from the deck, anyone from anywhere whatsoever.
Right.
And they really are well and truly shuffled.
Take
Have
one.
a good look at. Yeah, so take one.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that it? You
This
sure?
one,
Okay.
yeah.
Show everybody. Or show the
the
camera.
camera.
But don't show me. Have you seen it yourself?
Yeah.
Do you want to place it back for me?
Yeah.
Now that's a free choice of a card.
Absolutely.
I think I know already. I think I know what it is. I think.
Already.
Well, to find your card, I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4 helpers. These cards are going to tell me about your card. First one tells me the colour. It's a red card, am I right?
Yep.
I think it's a diamond.
Yep.
I believe it's a 10.
Yeah.
So therefore, it's this one here, the 10 of diamonds.
Yes. Well, they're all the time diamonds.
And you can't have 4 10 of diamonds. If
Yeah.
you want to see a 4 ace trick, I can show you one at 10 of That's a strong trick. But I can go straight. I can go further because in my pocket up here, by the way, is your 10 of diamonds.
Oh, I love that. You know, it's one of my favourites of yours.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
But I can go further, Graham. I'm going to take out from the deck. Have you heard of a Canadian gentleman years ago, a gentleman called Di Vernon? Have you heard of him?
Yeah. The professor.
The professor. He wasn't a professor, but they called him that.
He did silhouettes, didn't he?
Yes, he was.
That's what I was saying.
He was a silhouette man.
On the Coney Beach. His son, what's his name? His son said he wasn't a very good father.
Oh really? These people, honestly, they get these reputations.
Like Jasper Maskelyne, he wasn't a very good father.
Wasn't he? Well, they're okay. You're okay.
I'm
Okay.
a good father, aren't I?
He
Well,
invented a trick called twisting the aces.
Yes.
I don't do that. I do a kings. Watch this. There's a king there. There's a king there. A king there and a king there. And one by one, these kings aren't going to turn face up. They're going to turn face down. Face down. What's the first one? Here's the first one. Turn face down. I'll do it again. There's 2. I'll do it again. There's 3. Now watch the king of diamonds, Graham. If I do this, all 4 kings turn face down. Now that's a good trick, isn't it?
Brilliant.
But if you'd rather see it with the aces, I can do it with the aces instead.
Oh,
Another game.
Now, you see, if you want to know where those kings are, they're actually dead centre of the deck down there.
Oh,
But I can go further because I'm going to take those kings out
he goes far.
and I'm going to
far
show you
as
something.
want.
I'm going to show you something I know that you really like because there are the kings. Okay. Watch this. 1,
Oh,
2,
yes, this is one of my.
3, 4 kings.
Yeah.
I'll leave them here for a second.
Yeah.
Can you cut the deck? It's 3/4 of the deck and place it there.
Three quarters.
Yeah.
Right, right,
That's
yeah.
it. 2/3 over there.
Yeah.
And then half of those about here.
Okay.
Okay, that's got what magicians call it the leader packet for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
I'm never too sure why, but that's the leader packet. How many cards do you think is on this first packet here?
I think about 8.
Okay, I'm going to mark it with the red king there. How many in the second packet?
10.
Okay, I'm going to mark it with the second king. How many in the third packet there?
I think 7-ish. 7.
That's
7.
pretty good. I'm going to mark it with the third king. And then how many on the last packet down there?
10, I think. 10?
I would say 11, but I'm going to mark it with the
Okay.
fourth king. But what's the handling here? Because I'm asking you those questions, I have no idea. But it was all misdirection. The reason it's misdirection is because if I do that, if the kings bounce to the top there, we've got a miracle, haven't we?
Yes, yes.
But also, further than that, you remember you cut any way you wanted to.
I did cut it.
You did, didn't you? Well, you cut here to the ace of diamonds, the ace of spades, the ace of hearts, and the ace of clubs.
Put it there.
I don't know how you did that. But I can go a stage further. Because we've got the 4 aces out
This
of
is
the
very
deck.
nice routine.
Are you enjoying this? Yeah, I'm making this up as I go along. I'm going to show you, just using 4 cards to start with. Now, Di Vernon, like I mentioned earlier, he had this routine called twisting the aces. And I'll show you how it went. Now, the leader ace in any pack is called the ace of spades. It's because of the fancy design
Yes.
and all the copyright information and the brand name and so on. If I compare it to, say, the diamonds, you can see the difference in style.
Yeah.
Now, one by one, these aces are going to turn face up in the packet. If I do that, the first one turns face up is the ace of hearts.
Right.
Now watch this, if I do this, the ace of hearts will turn face down, will be replaced by the ace of clubs. It's just the thinness of a playing card. It leaves 2 more to go. Watch this, the diamond. There's the diamond. Now if I place all the aces facing the same way, at this stage we've got 4 face down aces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch the ace of spades turn face up, and there's the ace. Oh, well maybe you can help me. Can you do that for me with your right hand? Pinch grip like this, and the camera can get in nice and close because we're on the wrong side really. Watch closely here. There's 1, 2, 3 and 4. Hold tight. I don't want to go anywhere near them. but the ace of spades will turn face up at your fingertips.
Oh,
And
goodness
there
sake.
it is.
Wonderful.
Now watch the aces. I'm going to leave the aces in the deck, and you can see them in the deck, can't you?
Yeah.
I'll give the cards a couple of shuffles. Now, when we shuffle in this country, we do what I'm doing now, which is an overhand shuffle. In America, when they shuffle the cards, they do a Faro shuffle or a riffle shuffle.
Yeah.
It's normally done
I
on
have
the
difficulty
table.
with the Faro.
Look at that. Is that pretty good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Look at that. I'm going to try, they are mixed, I'm going to try and cut to the aces one by one, but I want you to square them up like that. Make sure they're square.
Yeah.
No arrows.
No breaks.
No
nothing.
breaks, no crimps,
No pencil.
no pencil dots, no nothing. But the first ace, if I do this, should be around about here. That's the ace of hearts. No ace there, no ace there. I can do it. Do you want to square them up again?
Yeah, I think it looks pretty fair above board to
Okay.
me. Yeah.
Let's try go for the second one. The second ace, if I get this right, should be about there. No ace there, no ace. I can do it without even looking.
Can you?
So do you want to just square them up? The
Yes.
third ace is exactly 15th from top. What do you want me to do now? Prove it?
Yes,
I
please.
said 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 is the ace of clubs. No ace there, no ace there. But the last one, the big bullet, the ace of spades, is exactly 32 cards from top with a bit of flourish, a bit of flair from the centre, and there it is, the ace of spades.
Oh,
Wonderful.
wonderful.
Thank you.
You can
Wonderful.
do that anyway, can't you?
Anywhere.
Yeah.
Borrow a pack of cards.
Yeah.
Borrow a pack of cards, folks, with a wonderful assistant like,
It's Graham Jolly.
no, wonderful assistant like Lloyd.
Oh, like Lloyd.
Thank you.
Show you a miracle.
Show us one of the
I'm going to try
Americans.
to show you one. I am. Before I do that, I'm
Yeah.
going to.
Couple of cards.
I'm going to give the cards a shuffle. I need a prediction card out of the deck.
Right.
A prediction card, and I'm going to try and find one. It's specific for you, by the way. Specific for Graham.
Okay.
Let me have a look here. I'm going to find one in a minute. I've not found it yet.
No.
I think maybe that one, or I might go for. You see, I'm squinting because I haven't got my glasses with me, but that's my prediction card. I think I'll go for that one. I want you to take the deck. I'll leave it on the table, and I'm going to ask you to cut some cards off the deck, a packet of cards, and place them right there for me. A smallish packet.
Smallish packet, yeah.
I won't look as you do it.
Okay, there we are. I've done that.
Have you done that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm now going to try and take these cards and try and work out how many you've got by shuffling out a section of cards from the
Okay.
deck. Okay. I'm going to shuffle out some cards from here. I think, if I get this right, this has got to be precise, otherwise this just doesn't work. Okay?
No.
Um,
That's a shame. What a waste.
I think this amount of cards equals the amount of cards you've got there. So let's just have a look to see how many you've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, if I've got 14 here, would you be very impressed?
I would actually, yeah.
Well, is that a yes or a no?
No, it's a
14,
yes. It's a
yes,
yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Are you impressed with that?
Oh, very impressive indeed.
But I'll go further.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to deal the card. I'd like you to say stop wherever you want.
Stop.
There? Okay. Now, this is my prediction card. I took it at the beginning, that's my prediction card, which is the Ace of Spades. And after that mishmash and shuffling and you cutting and so on, wouldn't it be nice to get from the deck a royal flush in spades?
Excellent.
Wonderful.
That's pretty strong, isn't
Oh,
it?
very strong. Paul Gordon.
Little mystery.
He's
there.
always strong on the terrain.
Anyway, when I was a young lad, I used to go to London with my parents, and there used to be a guy on the street corner doing 3-card, 4-card Monte. Well, traditionally you think of 3-card Monte with just 3 playing cards because it's called 3-card Monte. But sometimes they use 4 playing cards, and these cards are ancient. These are really old. You probably recognise these the first time round, Graham. You know, from the Boer War, I believe anyway. But I've got 3 black spot cards, and a red court card. That is the money card, the one to watch. So keep an eye on the red one, okay? I'm going to start by leaving one of the blacks in my pocket in full view up here, which leaves the red between the other 2 blacks. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Is that fair,
Very
Arlo?
fair.
Keep an eye on the red because it's protruding from the packet. Keep an eye on it. Where is it now?
Well, I think it's still there.
You can be as honest as you want, because if you don't believe that, you can be as honest as you want.
I do think it
Okay. Now where is it now?
Same in the middle.
Okay, this is where you start losing your money because it's not on top, it's not on the bottom, it's not in the middle. It's actually up here in my pocket. Now I'll do it again. I'll do it slower. There's the red one on top.
Yeah.
If I reverse the order of the cards, where does that bring the red one?
On the bottom?
No, it's on the top. Look, if I put it openly on the bottom, where is it now?
On the bottom.
No, it's on top. Look, I'll put the red one in my pocket here. In fact, so the camera can see it, I'll leave it facing outward, okay? Which leaves 3 cards here. 1, 2, 3 blacks. 3 blacks, and the red goes to the bottom. Where is the red?
On the bottom.
No, the red is now on top. Now, if I leave the red on the table, would you put your money on it?
Yeah.
You shouldn't, because it's now black. That leaves 2 blacks and a red, am I right?
Yes.
You're not watching, because these are 3 reds, which is why you never play cards with strangers.
That's wonderful. What's that called?
Corner Piccadilly.
Corner.
Piccadilly.
You really kind of gave me a set.
I did, I think you've never even tried it.
Oh,
Was it hemorrhoids that stopped you doing it?
I
You had a cold?
I had a slight fever that
Oh,
day.
yeah. Excuses. That's a miracle, folks.
Corner
of Piccadilly.
It's wonderful, Paul.
Thank
Really
you.
good.
Yes,
Really good. Back to you now, Paul.
Paul, can you see that one you showed me with the aces? Don't look at me like that. Tell your wife.
Oh, God, don't tell her.
Yeah.
Well,
Have you got any naked pictures of yours?
I have, yes. Do you want to see them?
I've got some. You want to see
Oh, you got... I wonder where they've gone. You riffling through my drawers. Now, do you collect playing cards?
Well, not really, no.
No.
You do.
Well, yeah. It's the Ace of Spades I like because of the fancy design on the card. This isn't particularly fancy, but I use them to practice magic and all that sort of stuff. And these are unusual cards. These are they're like bicycle cards, but kind of bicycle, but not quite. And I've got a whole bunch of them here, as you can well see.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to mix them face up and face down, like that. I wasn't going to say like so. I'm going to say I hate it, like that. So there we are. They're face up. They're alternating. Now, if I split them into 2 groups, I'm starting to talk louder because they turn the music up in here.
Yeah.
Face up, face down, face up, and face down. And these are face down, face up, face down, face up. But the magic is this: if I do this, all these turn face up, and all those turn face down. Let's have a look here. There's the first one. If I do it again, all these are now face up. And if they're all face up, instantly these are now all face down. Now I can tell by your thunderous applause you're not remotely impressed by
No,
this.
no, you're not inner joy.
Inner joy, yes. I used to have that when I was a teenager as well.
Yeah.
But you can't use a whole bunch of Ace of Spades for anything in particular. But if you do this, wouldn't it be nice to turn those into a raw flush and spades for a game of poker? And if you did that in a game of poker, you need a lot of money to pay your debts off, which you can always do with credit any time that you wish.
What a finish.
What do you think of that?
Oh,
I can't do it.
no, I've been practicing anyway. Oh, look at this. Getting fancy now. To the strains of Bob Dylan, I think.
Yeah. I didn't like Bob
He's a
Dylan.
miserable bugger, isn't he?
Yeah, he looks miserable, doesn't he?
I want the camera to see that these cards are well and truly mixed.
Yeah, they are.
And they really are. And I want you to reach in, take any one you want. Have a good look at it. Show the
Yeah,
camera.
right.
Got it?
You got it?
Look at his hands.
Look at the beautiful hands. Look at that.
He's drawing attention to
Your
himself.
card is lost in the deck.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and find it though. I think I know what it is already. But I'm going to take out. I think your card, if I get this correct, this will be a flipping miracle. I think your card might well be a picture card. I think, I need a few helpers from the deck here because it's getting dark in here as well. I can hardly see what's going
No,
on.
not helping, is it?
No. And I think I've got it. It's one of these cards anyway.
You're right.
I'm hoping it's one of these cards. Now I'm not looking at the cards. I'm going to whittle these down a little bit. I'm going to whittle them down. Whittle to one playing card.
Right.
If this isn't your card, I'm going to give up magic forever.
Don't do that.
Oh, well, all right, okay, I won't. What was your card?
Is it in one of your books?
it ought to be.
5 of diamonds.
Ah, look at that. I got it right. Is that your card?
Yeah, that's my card. Yeah.
But I'm going to go slightly further than that. Well, I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to, from the deck, I'm going to spin out a kind of a mystery card. Look at that. I'll leave it right there. Now, in a minute, I'm going to deal to the table. I'm going to deal cards to the table, and I'd like you to say stop wherever you want.
Right.
But before you do that, I'm going to take a couple of helpers out of the deck, okay? I'm going to go for, if I can find them, I think that one there, and let me have a look here. Remember you shuffled the cards at the beginning, so this is quite a difficult thing to do. Those two there. Now, I'm going to deal through the cards. I'd like you to say stop wherever you want.
Stop.
There.
Yeah.
I'm going to mark the deal with the Jack of Hearts, and I'll do it over here. Just say stop where you want.
Stop.
There, you sure? With the Jack of Diamonds. Now let's just look here. Don't forget I've got a mystery card out there. You said stop next door to that card there, and you said stop next door to that card there. That's fair, isn't it?
Oh, that's perfectly fair.
But what's amazing, very well you could just say stop anywhere. That Jack of Hearts is located the Jack of Clubs. The Jack of Diamonds is located the Jack of Spades.
Well, the opposite. Yes.
That's pretty good, isn't it? But that's my mystery card there, which is the Ace of Hearts. And the Ace of Hearts can always find the Ace of Diamonds and the Spade and Club.
Wonderful construction.
Spectators, we don't have two spectators, so can
I've
you
got a split personality.
Well, that's what the surgeon's already sussed out. Can you take two cards out of there for me?
Yeah.
And have a good.
Oh.
Can you show the camera so you can?
Yes.
Do you want to place them back one by one so people
Yeah.
think they're not going back together? One there. Look at that. Lost into the deck.
Yeah.
Second one. If you don't remember the cards, don't worry too much because we're going to try and find them anyway in a moment. But you know, when you do these things, you always have to give the cards a shuffle, which is what I'm doing now. But I'm going to use the aces. Now, traditionally, magicians do this strange thing, we've all seen it, where they place a few cards on each ace, okay?
Yeah.
So sometimes here, sometimes, it doesn't really matter where these cards go, but they place a few cards on each one. They then gather the cards up in any old order, cards go back on top of the deck, and the deck is then given a cut. And in doing that, I'm going to try and relocate the aces. I'm going to try and relocate them, starting with the Ace of Diamonds. T-H-E, the, that's the first word, the. A-C-E-O-F-D-I-A-M-O-N-D-S, there's the Ace of Diamonds. Now there's two ways of doing this, Graham, with applause or the way we're doing it now.
Sorry.
That's the voice.
Strange noise.
What was that? Now to get the next one, I'm going to give these cards, not easy with a small packet, but clubs is the second one. C-L-U-B-S, clubs. You don't look remotely impressed.
No, I am. I'm just thinking.
You try to work out how it goes.
Yes.
Well, it's in one of the books you got,
Oh, is it?
which you've not
Which
read.
one is that?
Yes, you see. Now to get the Ace of Spades, I could spell anything. Anything.
Anything.
A-N-Y-T-H-I-N-G, anything.
This is in one of the books.
Yeah, these are the gags. Now I've got far too many cards here, so I'm going to whittle these down a little bit. These are the gags. Far too many cards. I've got one more to find here, which is the heart. What's this? One more to find, which is the heart. If I do this, there's the heart. Look at that, eh?
Yeah, it's right.
Now after that mishmash and shuffling, I'm left with two playing cards here.
the
Yours
jacket
and
card.
yours.
Oh. Excellent. Put it there.
Put it there.
Oh, brilliant.
Superb.
Love it.
Superb.
Right, I think that's enough there, isn't it?
Thank you.
How was that?